Actors can sometimes play superheroes, wizards, and even gods, so sometimes it's easy to forget that they're just human beings. And like everyone else, the most famous faces in Hollywood are prone to making their fair share of mistakes. As the old saying goes, nobody's perfect, and numerous stars have had plenty of run-ins with the law during their lifetimes. It's true that some of them managed to turn things around after their incidents, but that still doesn't change what they did. Here are 10 famous actors who committed real-life crimes. Lindsay Lohan. After Mean Girls, Lohan seemed destined to become the hottest starlet in the industry, but the wheels came off pretty quickly and her downward spiral ruined her career. That's in large part due to her extensive rap sheet that includes multiple DUI arrests, drug abuse, and more than one stint in jail. Lohan has also been to rehab on several occasions and was frequently on probation. May 2015 became the first time in 8 years the actress was probation-free after she completed community service from a reckless driving charge. She may not be able to turn her career around, but hopefully Lohan can get her life in order. Charlie Sheen. The infamous bad boy made all sorts of headlines for his wild antics in 2011, but he was getting into trouble well before then. On Christmas Day 2009, Sheen was arrested for assaulting his third wife, Brooke Bueller. She claimed that Sheen had pinned her down in bed and held a knife to her throat. The actor was released on bail later that same day. He was later charged with felony menacing, third-degree assault, and criminal mischief. As part of a plea bargain to dismiss other charges, Sheen pled guilty to misdemeanor assault and spent a month in rehab and on probation, in addition to attending anger management courses. Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is a charming and likable lead in many romantic comedies, playing a man that many women would want to spend the rest of their life with. But his biggest fans may be shocked to hear about the time Grant was arrested for soliciting prostitution. While promoting his movie 9 Months, the actor was found engaging in oral sex in public. He was fined $1,180, placed on 2 years summary probation, and had to attend an AIDS educational program. Shortly after, Grant was quizzed about the incident on The Tonight Show, saying, "I did a bad thing." Fortunately for him, the public forgave him and he's done very well for a number of years. O.J. Simpson. The Football Hall of Famer turned Naked Gun star is infamous for the 1994 murder trial where he was acquitted of charges, but Simpson couldn't outrun the law in 2007. He was arrested for robbing a Las Vegas casino. Simpson admitted to committing the crime, saying he led a group to steal sports memorabilia because the items belonged to and were stolen from him. In 2008, Simpson was sentenced to 33 years in prison, with a minimum of 9 without parole. He did a number of great things throughout his multifaceted career, and he earned legions of fans, so it's sad that he wasn't able to stay on the straight path. Wesley Snipes. Tax season is a grind for all of us, and no matter how much we hate it, we have to pay Uncle Sam when he comes knocking. No matter how hard one tries, there's no way to buck the system, and the IRS will catch anyone who tries to slip past them. Blade star Wesley Snipes was convicted of tax fraud in 2006, making $23 million for himself by falsifying documents prior to his arrest. In 2008, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison for failure to pay his income taxes. He served from 2010 to 2013 and resumed his acting career by appearing in the Expendables 3 1 year later. Hopefully he knows now to visit H&R Block before April 15th. Mickey Rourke. Rourke has had a decades-long acting career that includes roles in popular films such as The Wrestler and Iron Man 2. But before he was on the screen, Rourke spent his time in the ring as an amateur boxer. During this time, the future actor was arrested in 1994, accused of abusing his then-wife, Carrie Otis. The charges were later dropped. Rourke was also arrested in 2007 for driving under the influence. He has had a checkered past, but Rourke revived his career recently, crediting a newfound commitment to religious faith for steering him on the right course.
I'm the one who was supposed to make everything okay for everybody.
His fans are hoping he's put his problems behind him and he can keep making movies. Winona Ryder. While not as egregious a crime as others on this list, shoplifting is still against the law and can have serious penalties. Actress Winona Ryder learned this the hard way in 2001 when she was arrested in Beverly Hills, accused of stealing $5,500 worth of designer clothes and accessories. Ryder agreed to pay civil demands to fully reimburse the store. During a trial associated to the charges, Ryder was ultimately convicted of grand theft, shoplifting, and vandalism. She was sentenced to 3 years probation, 480 hours of community service, and had to pay $3,700 in fines. Ryder said she was depressed during the incident, but she's back on top now as a standout on Netflix's series Stranger Things. Will Smith. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is so charming and charismatic, it's difficult to envision him ever being in the wrong, but that wasn't the case in 1989. Smith was arrested and charged with aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, simple assault, and criminal conspiracy for his involvement in an altercation that almost left record promoter William Hendricks blind. Smith claims he was innocent, saying in a 2005 interview that the incident was not his fault. According to him, "One of my buddies beat up this dude and I was there. That's my story and I'm sticking to it." It's a non-issue now, as Smith remains one of the top draws in Hollywood.
It's understanding that makes it possible for people like us to tolerate a person like yourself.
Matthew Broderick. It's a well-known story by now. In 1987, Matthew Broderick was vacationing in Ireland with Jennifer Grey, who he met during filming Ferris Bueller's Day Off. In his rental car, the actor forgot he was in a different country and was driving on the wrong side of the road. He collided head-on with another vehicle, which led to a truly upsetting tragedy. The two people in the other car did not survive the crash. Broderick got away with numerous injuries, and Grey suffered whiplash. Broderick faced up to 5 years in prison, but the charges were reduced to careless driving with a $175 fine. The family of the victims called it a travesty of justice. Lane Garrison. Garrison is best known for his role on the TV series Prison Break, where he appeared in 17 episodes as the character Tweener. His time on the show ended in 2007, right when the actor was sentenced to 40 months in jail. In 2006, Garrison pled guilty to vehicular manslaughter, as well as providing alcohol to a minor as he drove with cocaine and alcohol in his system. The passenger of his car didn't survive a crash Garrison caused. Garrison was released in April 2009. Tweener was killed in season 2 of Prison Break, so Garrison can't return for the follow-up series. He can be seen in the 2016 miniseries Roots. Those are just some of the actors who have committed real-life crimes. Which ones did we miss? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. Thanks for watching.